Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to more Legend of Dragoon. We are here at the magic city of Aglis. The first location we need to search before Zeeg gets here. Anyways, what do you have to say? We are saving Shauna, aren't we? There's no time to hesitate. Well, let's open the door. This is the bottom of the sea. What a great view! It's worth waiting along. Don't forget, we were invited by somebody. Otherwise, this will be the last view we ever see. But it is truly incredible magic, creating this much space in the water. This city originally was not in such a suffocating place. All the wingly cities used to float in the air, so it was easier to control the creatures below. And that's how it was until we shot them down. With my dad. Yes, Zeeg and me and 5 other Dragoons together. 11,000 years have passed since then, and now we are here. Being here to protect the Signet Sphere, it feels strange to me. What's going on?
Sea closed.
What? They don't want us to go back. They are playing hardball with us. So, there are not many items in this place I really give a shit about. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's like one. One that I can actually physically miss. And then the other one I'm gonna actually get from a boss fight. But other than that, really not much here for me to be all that concerned about. Which is nice for a change. You know, it's nice to not constantly be in a situation where I can miss stuff. What's this? Ruff has been in here forever. Ruff. I only know the view and sound in here, Ruff. It doesn't seem to be harmful. It's Ruff. Ruff doesn't want to say anything, but it's a message so that it's Ruff. Welcome to the 7 heroes fated to be here. In rows, these thousands of years I have waited were neither as long as eternity, nor as short as a mere twinkle of a star. People who confront their fate with courage. I forgot the rest. How do you know my name? Whose message is this? Ruff only knows what Ruff hears. Ruff doesn't know anything else, Ruff. Are you on Zeeg's side? Answer me, or I'm gonna mess you up. Mess you up? Ruff has never seen it, and doesn't know Ruff. Show it to Ruff. It should be some rough stuff, Ruff. Hey, Miranda, this baby didn't do anything. Sorry we scared you. Oh, this baby's made of magic. By magic. There wasn't even such technology during the Dragon campaign. You gotta believe this, 'cause it's right in front of our eyes. But this baby's totally cute. Ruff is cute? Then you are all not cute, Ruff. But Rose is an exception, Ruff. If you're going to treat me as an exception, why don't you take me to the Signet Sphere? It's your own challenge to go by yourself, Ruff. All is for the sake of the psychedelic bomb in Moot, Ruff. Ruff is going. Ruff. Oh, it's Ruff. Well, gotta go anyways. Alright, wait, hold up. What was that door then? Alright, doesn't open. Fantastic. Alright. Nice. Oh, they're gonna make this really easy for me, aren't they? Although, easy is figurative, because I'm still gonna have to fight stuff, aren't I? Of course. And I don't know the exact layout of this place, or what items I'm gonna be picking up. Hey, the Wingly music again. Fantastic. You know, all things considered, it is surprising they have so many themes in this game. I didn't expect that. Yo, even at half, it's still impressive. Right, it still does a decent amount of damage. It's really hard to be mad at him for that, though. Nice. We're pushing almost level 40 now. Good lord. I might not push max by the end of the... I mean, there isn't a lot of reason to push max in this game. Like, you can. Like, there is a way to do it. And I haven't decided if it's going to be something I'm going to emphasize in this run. Because I don't want to give the ridiculous notion that, like, getting max level in this game is, like, a good idea. Because it's not. It's not. It's not. It's really not. Like, how often do people actually die in my party? Like, once in a blue moon? Well, I guess once in a red moon, really. The moon's always blue. But how often is the moon in this world red? Well, like every 110 years or something like that, right? It's fine. So, like, if encounters aren't challenging for me, right? And only just pose to slow me down, are they necessary? I mean, yeah, that would probably be difficult, but not because the encounter's difficult. And he still hasn't attacked me yet, so there's really no sense in me wasting my turn. I might as well get health back. Okay, you're dead. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright. It is going to be very nice when I can successfully say I have done all that I've done in this game. For the first time in my life, I will say that I've actually done a fairly good job of playing Legend of Dragoon. Magical hat. So I did some, like, cursory looking into whether or not, like, which characters are worth using long term, and Rose doesn't pop up all that much. Rose is firmly, apparently, placed in, like, C tier. She's not bad, but she certainly isn't a character you'd want to use, like, long term if you don't have to. Okay. Well, that was... Okay. So there was really nothing over there, wasn't there? Ah, I see. You can go further. Okay. Alright, that's my fault. I didn't pay attention to that pathway down there. You could actually go further beyond where it was. Whoops. Important thing you have to ask yourself is whether or not the game should be allowed to acknowledge how easy you destroy bosses. I feel like after a point, video games need to get to a point to where they just become aware enough to, like, the end of a boss fight that's supposed to be tough that you just absolutely destroy. The game should just be like, boy, that was easy. Oh. Okay. So I was also looking up, like, health totals. Apparently, between the American version and the Japanese version, they toned down the health totals for monsters in the American version of the game. Now, this is a fairly common thing amongst a lot of JRPGs, especially... Shit, which... Is it this one? God damn it, I messed it up. Especially amongst JRPG, especially amongst, like, a lot of the earlier generational JRPGs, especially on, like... Well, I was going to say the PS1, but... It goes back further than that. You've probably heard stories about how, like, NES games between Japan and America were made harder in America versus Japan. Well, JRPGs kind of went in a different way. In a lot of cases, they were actually made easier for American audience versus the Japanese. Unless you're working designs, then you just brought games to America and said, hey, what if we just made these games insane? Like, working designs legitimately... I don't want to say they made Lunar Silver Star Story, like, an unenjoyable game. Because that would imply that there we go. This one. It would imply that I did not enjoy Lunar Silver Star Story complete. And that would be a lie. I love that game. But good lord, man. That game was... They did so much, like, fine-tuning and, like, upward tweaking of that game to make that game as much of a nightmare for players compared to, like, the Japanese version. It's so much of a nightmare that, like, there are entire, like, patches made to de-unworking designs the game. Which is something I'm surprised about didn't happen for this game. I mean, it wouldn't have affected this game as much if someone patched those things in, right? Because insofar as I can tell, the only things I can... Well, I don't have stat numbers for enemies, obviously, but as far as I can see, the big thing that was different was, like, the enemy health. Like, by and large, almost every single enemy has upwards of, like, 1,000 to 2,000 HP less. Depending on how much HP they have. So, it's probably some percentage. Sorry, phew. We were busy preparing the psychedelic bomb in Moot. Phew. Sorry, phew. It's all in the message. By Ruff. Disturbing our work is too rough. It's been a while since I last came here. Don't you think you should be nice to me and tell me more? Ruff has nothing to tell you, Ruff. Ruff has something else to do, Ruff. Sorry, phew. We are magical creatures. We are magic creatures, phew. We have different roles. What are you doing here? Preparing the psychedelic bomb in Moot. You can complete it, phew. You can become the source of power, phew. Sorry, phew. He is coming. I have to make it in time. Remember your courage. He? Let's go. They irritate me. They might already know about Zeeg. Yay, more teleporters. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, games typically got toned down in America it's weird because of when this was going on, right? Like, you could make the argument that, like, back during the NES and SNES days, the games being harder was only to stave off like people beating them too quickly, right? Like, if a kid can go to like a Blockbuster and rent it, there's a higher chance they might end up beating the game. Which, with all due honesty, and I think I'm partly proof of this, that didn't matter. Like, yeah, sure, nobody's going to beat Final Fantasy IX in a single rental period. But what about like 4 or 5 rental periods? Because fundamentally, back then, renting a game wasn't that expensive. Like, it wasn't cheap, but renting a game 3, 4, even 5 times, you'd have to rent the game quite a few times before you hit the diminishing returns. Oh god. Oh god, there's so many pathways. It's a fish. It's a real life fish. It's a real life. It's a real replica of a fish. Made to look like a fish. Question, is this fish magical? Is this a magically made fish? Because we're not like, we're underwater, but we're also like breathing. So I'm gonna go on a stupid assumption and assume that that is a magically made fish, a magical replica fish. You know, I collected that weapon that's supposed to do like a crap ton of damage, but damages me, right? Like the Mind Crush. Well, actually, no, that's not it. Where is it? The Soul Eater, one of the best weapons in the game, right? For Dart. But I want to know, can I overcome this? Like, yeah, it does damage, but there must be something I can do, right? There we go. And, yeah, we're good. Oh, okay. I want to see if this, like, counteracts it or not. It's a magic creature again. Don't be mean, Pino. It's just a message, Pino. Give me a break. Is everything like this in here? It's Rose, Pino. You are in the mirror, Pino. It's Rose who got friends and is in the mirror, Pino. Stop speaking in riddles. If you have a message, just say it. Don't be mean, Pino. Savan said, Pino. Zenibatos, which governs the rightful laws, has lost its reason, and Mayfield, which governs over noble death, has been toyed with by devils from the infernal world. This city is no exception. My magic power is deteriorating and cannot prevent the invasion by monsters anymore. The only saving grace is this city's objective is about to be completed. You are the key. I have been waiting for you for thousands of years. Come before he comes. Savan, as if he knows everything. We'll find out. You stopped me, Cal. I'll introduce myself, Cal. I am Decal. Welcome to the city of Savan, Cal. You look different from the others. I just roll around, Cal, and comfort Savan's heart, Cal. Who is that person? That's a good question, Cal, but I think, Cal, you should go forward, Cal. Savan's fate will be decided soon. Is Savan the same as me? The same Wingly, Cal, and Savan is a Wingly who has been observing through a mirror for thousands of years. So go. Time is rolling on to the conclusion. What is this? The mirror that reflects the present has been watching you forever, Pino. For thousands of years, watching you, Rose. What for? Don't be mean. Savan is the same as you, Rose. The same as all of you now. Savan is over there, Pino. Alright, well, let's go see him. I want to see, like, what the damage output is. I know I probably lost a little bit of damage by taking off the Giganto ring. But I want to see. I didn't take anything. It did look like it did more damage. Oh hey, an encounter that won't be defeated in a single round. But where's the damage, though? I'm confused. When do I start taking damage off this thing? Is it after battles? Where's the damage? You're supposed to do damage, right? Isn't that how that works? Is it not going to alert me when I'm drained? Like, I haven't taken any real damage. As far as I can tell, at least. Here, I'll heal up some damage so I can keep better track of it. But I didn't take anything. Oh, almost walked away from the chest I walked down here to come get. There we go. See? I use an item, I get an item back. It's all good. So not to revisit a tangent, but I do have to kind of wonder though, right? Like, how insulting is it if you're a Japanese gamer and you find out that, like, those silly Americans don't have to deal with the same hard BS in some video games. Like, I know that the intention was that American gamers are the problem, but on some level, you have to kind of be asking yourself, like why though? Right? Because not everybody's going to interpret that decision as being we're better and they're worse. I wouldn't. That's not how I interpret that. I'd be interpreting it as, like, how come I have to play the hard version of the video game? Right? Like I've played versions of Final Fantasy 4, right? Like, the actual difficult versions of it. I don't care what you think. That game still sucks. It is not a fun experience. I've played Final Fantasy 4 for DS. That is by far not a fun experience. I don't care how you feel about it. I love me some Final Fantasy 4. I did not get that chest. So wait a minute. Does the therapy ring completely counteract the effect? Is that what's going on now? That might be what's going on. Because I'm not getting any health ups from the therapy ring. I think the two items balance each other out so you don't take any damage. Which, I mean, at the loss of an accessory... Like, he's doing big numbers, so I'm tempted to see if this pans out in the long run. Because the only reason I had the Giganto ring on was because I was using a much weaker weapon, or a weaker weapon than this one. So, I'll be very interested to see if this pans out. Oh. Oh, great. More teleporters. I'd be concerned, but I know for a fact that whatever item is left is not an item I need. So I'm really not all that, like... I'm not all that asked to go after it, to be honest with you. I'm really not. Put that on a cracker and, like, really think about that, right? Like, as much as we all like to claim that Japan gets the better side of the lawn when it comes to, like, gaming, I probably wouldn't be all that happy about it, right? Like, wait a minute. So, like, every enemy I have to fight has, like, a third more HP. Enemies have beefed up stats. I have to grind twice as long, and American gamers get the free pass? Nah, bro, I'd be pissed. The time has come. The foreseen evil is approaching. But my wish is now hereby accomplished after an eternity. I am Sevan. I am a wingly fated to wait. The signet sphere you are looking for is safe. It is protected by last Kraken. You know everything? I know that there is no time left as well. Who are you? What are you going to do? No, what are you going to make us do? I survived the Dragon campaign and continued studying magic to reconstruct a wingly world. Yes, even making myself ageless and immortal. However, the world outside the mirror hasn't required me. The world of winglies is no longer desired. I, an immortal body with no purpose. 4,000 years of solitude deprived me of everything, even the significance of life and the meaning of death. But 7,000 years ago, I was saved by Rose. I found the meaning of life in the black monster in the mirror. Rose, who is now confronting her fate. I restarted my study for Rose, and its crystallization is the psychedelic bomb in Moot. We will stop the murderous deeds of Zieg, who continues the plan of the Creator by using the attacking spell, the psychedelic bomb, and with Moot, we will completely seal the moon that never sets. That is the answer to the riddle. No wonder it takes several thousand years. Moot will be completed soon, but in order to activate the psychedelic bomb, I need the courage of all of you. Our courage? It seems that my courage alone is not enough. The psychedelic bomb didn't work. I guess I don't have any courage. That's not true. You have courage. Yes, you have been fighting alone for thousands of years. But now we're here with you. Yes, our intention is the same. You have to endure your own challenge, and we will pour the courage that is born from them into the psychedelic bomb and activate it. When you are ready, come to me. Are you ready? Yes, we are. Let me tell you, lots of the world's magic was created here, but the newborn magic is a mere hunk of materials. Without heart, the real power cannot be employed. But we have here brave people who can remain just and have the heart to bring to completion the ultimate magic. Please ignite the psychedelic bomb with your courage. Now proceed to the Chamber of Challenges. You are the last. Please be with me. Please be here with me till then. At last, we're starting. No, this will be the end of my role, my fate of waiting as well. Shall we start the first challenge? It seems like it's just us. Why don't we fight for starters? Are you scared because you lost many times? Or is the cheap pride of a Giganto stopping you? Congo and Rose changed. Rose doesn't say such things. You are not Rose. Then die. Don't tell me you are buddying up with your enemy. Huh? You fool. What happened to my plan? The unification of Endiness. Have you found the leader who replaced me? Emperor Dole. Congo got new feeling. Congo found new friends. Intention of Emperor Dole is in Congo. Congo won't avoid Emperor Dole. We saw the courage of a Giganto. Real courage can be obtained when a person is released from the bonds of the past. I see. You are giving me a challenge. Let's get it over with. Don't be so hasty, Uck. Miranda, you are hasty, have a short temper, and are hopelessly annoying. You really have a short temper, Uck. I have a question for annoying Miranda. Why are you here? The world, obviously. To save the world from annihilation. I asked the wrong question. All were right, Uck. Buckle lost, Uck. Miranda won, Uck. I lost so that Buckle die, Uck. What are you talking about? Without Buckle, this space cannot exist. You die too, Miranda. Where am I? Buckle, answer me. You still don't understand, Uck? Buckle and Miranda died. Don't tell me I died. I'm still alive. Look, I still have hands and feet. To die is to vanish, Uck. Now Miranda vanishes, Uck. Same as Buckle. What kind of trick is this? What did you do with my body? Miranda has done enough so that you vanish with Buckle. Are you scared? Afraid? Want to cry? Oh, okay. It's this one. I cannot die now. I haven't done anything yet. I cannot die if terror remains in the world. Miranda is revived. Buckle is revived too. Buckle's mean. The person who knows the time of their own death has real courage. That means I too have. Your Majesty Albert, it's an emergency. Minister Noish, why are you here? I was called by Mr. Savan. Cierto is in danger. Tell me more. The mysterious eastern tribe is deploying an army around the border. In cowardice, they took advantage of your absence, King. Return to Indel's castle at once. Your people are waiting for you to come back, Your Majesty. Sadly, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Why? I am a dragoon before I am a king. Minister Noish, please attend to the matter of the invasion by the Eastern tribe. Do everything possible to avoid a fight. That's right. Don't worry, there is no such thing as an Eastern tribe. That's our king. Albert had to weigh the world's crisis against his people's. But making cruel choices is the responsibility of a king. The real leader has to be able to weigh the effects of a death. That is the courage of a king. Nothing is here. Boring. Bardell? Why are you here? I came back from the infernal realm to get revenge for my sister. Are you interrupting me? Gura? You told me, Maru, you would come back to settle the matter of his sister after the journey. You cannot die here. Make amends with your death. My sister admired you. How can you still live after taking the life of my sister? Sorry, I can't die. I still cannot die. I cannot do anything if I die, even make amends. It was tough, wasn't it? Poor Maru. Death does not make amends. Making amends only exists in life. We surely saw the courage of Maru, who knew and chose to live. The completion of magic requires both the material and heart of the person who uses it. It is like raising disciples. And Claire left Rogue. I saw it through the mirror with Spino. If you could erase all of your memories and could go back to that moment, could you stop Claire? No, I don't believe I could ever stop her. I couldn't stop her. It was the best I could do. That's right. Accepting the past, it shows accepting the past, it shows courage too. I would often think about it. The thing we are doing, namely, Charlie, creating the signet sphere to seal the moon that never sets, and Rose continuously killing the moonchild. I prepared for the coming evil day with the new signet, Moot, and the psychedelic bomb, and waited until the moment. The road to destruction laid by the creator Soa was supposed to be absolute, but evolution was stopped by us Winglies. I would often think about it, whether our deeds were the right thing, and will continue forever. I'm afraid whether I will be myself until the day my body perishes and becomes dust. Will our intention be engulfed by the intentions of the creator Soa eventually? Is everything meaningless? You go too far. We are neither immortals nor gods. We're mere people. People should just live in the present because it means living for the next present. I have been that way, and I won't change. When is my challenge? We have finished the challenge to the 6. You are the last one, Dot. Are you ready for the last challenge? Yep. It's the last. Pour your courage into the psychedelic bomb, please. Shauna, is this an illusion? It's the possibility of the future. The sword. I can't control my body. What did you do to me? You have to take up swords against Shauna. Stop it! Shauna is the moonchild that gives birth to the god of destruction. as well as being Dart's significant other. If you have to take up swords against Shauna, what are you going to do? I will save Shauna no matter what. I'll save her no matter what happens. That's courage. The courage to pursue love will change even fate. Savon went ahead to see the results. I hope our courage will be able to make the psychedelic bomb. It's the creation from thousands of years of effort by Savon. We have a huge responsibility. We have obtained an unexpected ally now. We can wait for Z, get the signet sphere. We all know what this means, don't we? If we can stop my dad in this city, the world will be saved. That's it. Let's go. Savon's waiting. You know, I'm at 46 minutes, and there's a boss fight in another cutscene. Ugh, god damn it. We're going to end this episode here, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get everything else done the way I'd like, and it's just going to be annoying for me. I don't want this episode to go on too long. Anyways, everybody, I will see you all next time with more Legend of Dragoon. Until then, everyone, stay tuned. I am signing out.